Except I wasn't ready. Now I am. At least I'm more ready than I was. How about that? Welcome everybody, and welcome to you out in internet land. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for those that haven't arrived yet. It's going a little slow tonight, but anyway, you guys are here, right? The important ones are here. Yeah? And so anyway, tonight we're going to be covering the topic of single-minded devotion. Yes, single-minded devotion. This is step 3 because this is the 3rd month. Single-minded devotion, which was James 4:7 through 10. Step 3 is we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God. And of course, we'll be going over that this entire month, and we'll be addressing that. So who will be talking to us today? Well, Willie's picked out this fine topic, and he's going to be presenting the step, and then Robert's going to be doing the reflection and questions. So it's been a while since you've done that, hasn't it? It's been a little bit.
Couple weeks.
Now we're going to get you back to back. You know, next week he's going to be doing the step presentation, and what's that going to be on?
Redeeming the past.
Redeeming the past. Redeeming the past. I think that'll be good. Of course, they're all good. So, anyway, so how about if I start right into the question? The question is, what does single-minded devotion mean? Robert!
Those of us who are fighting addiction, when we realize that we have an addiction and that we're powerless over it, and then we came to know that a power greater than ourselves can free us from those problems, but our self-will is a pretty powerful thing too, so we have to single-mindedly accept that God is going to be in charge. That's what it means to me.
That's good. That's good. And since you're doing the reflection tonight, that kind of, you know, we're going right down that road. So you're taking all of Willie's stuff, really. He's over there squirming. So, anybody else? I do have a paper, some information back here on the offering table that I did put together, which has this topic on it, and a little bit of the information. It has the information that I'm also going to be talking about, but I'm just, because David said that I need to cut myself short here tonight, so I'm going to be real brief. I'm trying to make somebody happy, and I'm striving to do that. Maybe I can make you happy tonight, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. And so, any other comment on single-minded devotion? Okay, let me read what I have here. Single-minded devotion refers to having an unwavering focus commitment to a person, purpose, or belief. That's not too bad a statement, right? It means being fully dedicated, there you go. I don't know why. Anyway, dedicated without distractions or divided loyalties. This phrase is often used in spiritual, relational, or mission-driven context, emphasizing heart-filled pursuit. So, Basically, Robert already touched on that, but it's being focused, and oftentimes, now this is a negative connotation on being single-minded, but in our addiction, if it's driving our life and we don't have power over it, then we pretty much have a single-minded focus on that addiction because it's all that we can think about. And we spend all of our time on it and focus on that, and we pretty much don't let anything get in the way of it. I was trying to say it in the nicest way that I could. So, would you agree with that statement?
Yes.
All right. So the connection between step 3 and single-minded devotion. Any comments?
You gotta turn your devotion from your addiction to God, right?
Right.
Or turn your,
Well, step 3 talks about
turn your will over.
to the care of God. And so, and what we're talking about here is our single-minded devotion is being focused on God out of James 4, 7 through 10, which we haven't really talked about yet, but we have that we'll be talking about. And we are going to be, it primarily, the connection points there are that total surrender, because you have to surrender totally in step 3, and really to be effective in our relationship with God, we need to be surrendered to Him. Would you agree with that statement? And then letting go of our distractions that would pull us away from what we're trying to do. Step 3 calls for surrendering our will rather than being torn between self-reliance and trust in God. So when we're this is a tough one here because we have to grow and develop self-reliance, because we move from dependency to be more self-reliant or independent, but then we have to be willing to place our dependency in God and be interdependent. Does that make sense? And so step 3 says the same thing in different words. Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah.
Number 3 is faith in action, and that's a true single-minded devotion means actively living out our faith, just as